Okay. Hi guys, welcome to Soup for the Soul Tarot. I know it's been a minute since I last did a reading. I'm sorry, I apologize. I just had so much going on in my life that I just had to deal with. And but I'm back now to do a reading for Taurus, just Taurus tonight, no personals. This could be your sun, your moon, your rising. Or any strong placements you feel you may have in your chart, or maybe significant second house placements as well. I'm open to that. And of course, cross watchers are welcome. If this doesn't resonate for you, just remember that this is a general reading. This won't touch everyone, most likely. Also, keep in mind that the reading may be reversed. If this may not resonate for you, maybe it resonates for your person. So we're going to dive into Taurus's reading now. And I do want to say that before starting your reading, I felt a little frustrated that, I don't know, things around me were, things seemed like they were falling apart. Like my ring light kept falling, and then as I was trying to set my ring light back up, then another thing happened, and then another thing happened. And it was just almost as if, again, there were delays or there were setbacks, and this was just frustrating me. So maybe you may be experiencing the same for the month of April, my lovely Taurians. But yeah, I didn't mention this already. This is intended for the month of April. But of course, this could be a timeless situation. So whenever you come across this reading, of course, once this is posted on my YouTube channel, maybe you're just meant to hear it at that time, even if it's not April anymore. Okay. All right, what's going on with you, Taurus? What's going on for my Tauruses? Hi, guys. Let's see. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Okay, and this is the card that actually came out. I just read the card that was at the bottom of the deck, and this says, only time will tell. And this is the front of the card. Okay. So I feel like the Taurus that I'm tapping into, the Taurus that that may be resonating with this reading right now, is hurting. You know, I feel like maybe you're missing somebody, Taurus, or maybe you feel like you're letting go of a lot right now. Maybe you're going through a lot of significant change, and right now you may feel a little lost during this phase, during this time in your life, during possibly this big transition. And maybe you feel like you're losing yourself in the process, or maybe you felt like you've lost yourself long ago. And right now you're just trying to hang in there, and you're hoping that in the right time, in the right place, that you're going to be okay, and that your heart will hopefully guide you to where you're needed to be, or where you're fated to be. So right now, again, I feel like you're just kind of going with the flow, kind of going through the motions, honestly. And maybe working on forgiveness as well. Okay. Let's dive into the tarot now. This is for my Tauruses for the month of April 2022. Taurus. I decided on a Celtic cross reading for you. So we'll see how this goes. Also, there may be something significant about your nose. I don't know, maybe you feel self-conscious about your nose, or maybe that's a feature on your face that just really stands out. I don't know, I'm just feeling really drawn to your nose, or maybe it has to do more with your senses, right? Um, your sense of smell, possibly. Maybe you feel like you have a very strong sense of smell. Let's see. All right, what's going on for my Tauruses in the month of April? Spirit, please guide me to a Celtic cross. Okay. Present situation, past, near future. It's keeping you here. How you see the situation. How others people see your situation. Your hopes, your fears, and what's crowning the reading. Okay. And let's see what's going on with your, where you're moving forward, your goals, how Spirit sees a situation. Let's do that. How Spirit sees your situation. And the challenge for the month of April. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon card. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like right now, or at least in the month of April, there's this feeling of transition. Maybe you're moving on, maybe you're walking away from somebody, but there is this moving into the unknown, moving into a different chapter of your life, and not knowing what to expect. But I feel like your heart is guiding you towards this direction. And maybe for some time you've held yourself back, maybe because of fear, possibly because of disillusionment. Let's see what else the Celtic Cross has here. We have the Five of Pentacles for your past. See what's going on in your present. We have the Death card in the reverse. Yep. I'm going to move these cards a little bit, guys. Okay. What's keeping you here is the Strength card. The challenge is the Temperance card. Okay. All right. Let's start there because we have a lot of cards already. Okay. So in your past, we have the Five of Pentacles. And I feel like this has a lot to do with your fears, honestly. Feeling alone, feeling haunted by your situation, feeling as if you're having a lack mentality, feeling like there isn't enough around you, and feeling as if there's no escape, there's no out, there's no way I can walk away from the situation that I'm in right now. That's how you felt in your past. I think you also had a lot of nightmares, possibly, with the Moon card and this Five of Pentacles. Had a lot of nightmares, or maybe these were just a lot of your fears just creeping up on you, making you feel like you're not strong enough to redirect yourself and in a new situation, in a better situation. Maybe for a while you didn't believe that you could, but with a Strength card here, alongside your present, or in your present, I should say, what's keeping you here, you're starting to believe in your sense of courage, in your own inner power, your strength. And I think maybe you've done quite a bit of reflection here, going back and forth, right, with this Temperance card, in your thoughts, in your feelings, trying to heal, trying to make sense of your situation, maybe trying to talk to possibly other friends and family that, have a different perspective than you, that can help you see outside of your situation, so you have a holistic perspective. And this has helped you progress in some way. The challenge is, reverting back to this lack mentality, reverting back to feeling like you can't change, your situation. And, what's pushing you here is the Strength card, making you feel like, what? If other people believe that I can, move out of maneuver, use my wit, use my intelligence and belief in a higher power, and use my wisdom, right? To move away from the situation towards a better one. Maybe I can. So I feel like, again, you've been doing a lot of maybe positive affirmations to help you push past these fears. For some of you, it's also talking to some friends or family that are supportive of you and believe in you. But in the present situation here, you're coming out as the Death card in the reverse. Okay. I do feel like, again, you're fighting to let go of something here. Let's see, we have here, what Spirit says about your situation is the Star card. Okay. Future outcome, we have the King of Wands in the reverse. Let's see. How you see the situation here is the Sun. How others see your situation here is the Tower. Okay. All right. Okay, so far, right, we have the Death card in reverse. And we have the Sun card here with the Star card. Okay. So I do feel like Spirit sees you healing. Again, this is tapping into a belief in a higher power, or asking for help from a higher power, possibly. Maybe for some of you that's through prayer. For others of you, it's just speaking out into the universe and asking to whomever is listening to you, whoever you believe as a higher power, for help, for guidance, for healing, for direction, for a sign. And I feel like, again, you've been doing a good job, and with Spirit seeing you here as a Star card, or seeing your situation here as a Star card, Spirit is saying that your faith and hope in the situation and belief in yourself, to pull yourself out of this rut, to pull yourself out of possibly a very difficult financial situation here. Possibly for some of you, it's also, maybe even addictions. You're moving in the right direction. You're finally getting out of this funk, okay? And you're going to get help. I do feel like help is coming your way. There's also strong Leo energy here. We have Sagittarius, we have strong Scorpio, of course. We have Leo here very strongly as well, and we have Aquarius. How other people see our situation here is the Tower, though. So other people see that you're going through a very difficult situation. Possibly for some of you, it's an ending that maybe you recently have gone through, or maybe that you will go through in the near future here. But right now, they feel like your situation is in chaos. They feel like you're just trying to brace for, you're just trying to brace for this Tower. And you're just trying to pull yourself together here. And with the King of Wands in the reverse as the near future, I feel like I almost want to clarify this card here. But I actually feel like you're going to be struggling to take control of your situation here. With the King of Wands in reverse, I feel like this is the action that you're going to be taking. Right now, again, you're trying to summon up the courage to move away from a very difficult situation. In the near future, you're still going to be working on your courage. You're still going to be working on your strength. But there is a sense of, will you take action with the King of Wands in reverse? But let me clarify. Clarify, Spirit, the King of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, clarified by the Two of Swords. Will you take action? You know, it's your decision, right? And that's the challenge here with the Temperance card, right? Is not letting your fears and your worries pull you back to ground zero, pull you back into believing that you're stuck, you know? So again, we're still going to be struggling with this in the near future, but I feel like slowly healing and slowly doing the work and doing the positive affirmations and praying and asking for help from supportive people and, you know, from a higher power to send you help and to be and open to receive it as well, in any form it comes to you, is going to be very helpful in you healing and moving forward in the situation. Again, you're just trying to brace, for, you know, for this fall, for this ending possibly for some of you. Okay, let's see what your hopes and fears are. We have the Emperor as your hope and the Knight of Swords in the reverse as your fears. Okay, so with the Emperor here, you hope again to take control of your situation, to take charge of your situation. He's holding this rifle and he's not afraid to use it, right? He's going to protect his home, his family, himself, his property, right? Which is very Taurus, no matter what the cost, because that's the most important thing, right? So you're hoping that at the end of the day, you'll be able to be strong enough to make this call and take action, to take control of your, you know, of your situation and act. Whatever it needs to be here, you're going to be able to follow through. Okay, that's what you're hoping. With your fear here, with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, this is, you fear that you're not going to take action. You fear that you're going to let this straitjacket you. That you're going to be stuck in this tower situation and you're just going to fall, you're just going to collapse, and you're going to feel weak and powerless in your situation. And you won't be able to speak your truth, right? Aquarius energy, right? Okay, so what's crowning the reading here? Where's my crowning card? We have the Four of Swords. That's crowning the reading. Again, this is these fears creeping up on you. Possibly some of you are having sleepless nights, whomever this is resonating for. You're just trying to figure out what the best way forward is. You're just trying to heal, get rest, trying to get your courage, your strength, right? So that when it comes time, you're able to move out of the situation. I feel like something is calling you to get up, get active, to get out. But for whatever reason, it's like you're laying in bed and you just are living every day. Like every day is the same. It feels like that here when I look at this card. It feels like every day is the same. It feels like maybe you're in some kind of funk. Maybe you're depressed. Maybe even clinically depressed. Maybe even for a long time. Feeling powerless. And again, you're just trying to get your strength back. I think that's a good thing. You know, that's just your focus. You're not trying to rush it, I feel. You're just trying to work through it every day. I mean, I don't think anyone expects you, Taurus, to just all of a sudden, you know, stand up for yourself and decide, like, let's say if you're living in a very difficult situation and you've been wanting to leave for a while now, it's not like all of a sudden you're going to wake up and say, okay, I'm moving out. and here's the rest of the rent for this month, or here's whatever you need to break the lease, and I'm out of here and I'm moving in a completely different place. Some of you may not have that luxury. I think most people, maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't. Let's say you don't have that luxury, right? Because Five of Pentacles, you've been suffering when it comes to finances, okay? Feeling like you don't have enough, feeling like you're not enough. And so I do feel like taking it slow, taking it one day at a time, and I think you're going to get there. You're just, again, you're healing. And I think healing, it's not linear, it's something that takes time. So that's something that you're continuing to work on. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I'm going to pull in terms of your karma. What are you dealing with in terms of your karma? See if we can draw any specifics here, Spirit, for Taurus. Okay. We have lessons and blessings. We have health. Okay. And we have Father. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have vows. Okay. So for some of you, you're in a commitment. Maybe it's just a contract, or for others of you, it's literally a marriage. And maybe you're being tested when it comes to maybe your health. For others of you, maybe you've had father issues. Maybe, you grew up with a lack of a father figure, and so you're just trying to figure it out as a young man or as a young woman, possibly for some of you here. And maybe that lack of guidance, that lack of strength, maybe that lack of protection has made you feel really vulnerable. And maybe for some time you didn't really know how to stand up for yourself. Maybe no one has showed you how to. Maybe your father was just way too domineering, for instance, and maybe you felt like your boundaries were really pushed, and maybe you just felt like there was a lack of boundaries, and so maybe you just felt like pushed around and you didn't know how to stand up for yourself here, and that's the reason why you're lacking strength. And this is something that you've been working on, is believing in yourself, believing that you can stand up for yourself and that you have a voice, and that you can make things happen. For others of you, if you are a father, maybe it's feeling like you're not doing a great job and fearing that maybe you don't have enough money to support your family or to support your wife, or both, of course. And with this health card here, I definitely feel like this is healing those belief systems and taking a different perspective, or looking at things from a different perspective. Also, it could literally be also with the Five of Pentacles, literally working on your body, healing your mind, healing your soul and your spirit, especially if you grew up in a very toxic household or an unhealthy household. And right now you're just in the midst of trying to transform your situation. Again, you're going through a lot of death and rebirth, right? With all these Scorpio cards. And now we have the snake. What is this? The caduceus. So, and then lastly, we have lessons and blessings, which is something that you're going through, right? And we have the clock here, and notice at the bottom, the first card that we pulled, the first oracle card we pulled, the bottom of it says, only time will tell, So there's something here about timing. So maybe it feels like you're running out of time. Maybe it's more like time will tell as far as how your situation will pan out, because you're still in the midst of healing and growing and becoming, a different version of yourself, a stronger version of yourself. And right now you might just be in that cocoon, right? With that Four of Swords energy here. You're in a cocoon, you know, doing a lot of inner work at this time, a lot of reflection. Maybe just trying to let go also of negative emotions and pain and hurt and resentment, possibly from your childhood, and also probably from a contract. For those of you that are in some kind of contract, some kind of legal contract, or maybe even a legal marriage, right? Okay, so let's pull what the advice is for you, and I'm going to read this. Spirit, what is the advice? Hi, guys. Advice, Spirit. What is the advice that you have for Taurus for the month of April? What advice do you have for Taurus in the month of April with this situation here? What advice, Spirit, do you have for Taurus? Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have align your universe, navigate distractions. Yeah. Maybe here there's a lot going on. Maybe you feel like your mind is just cluttered with different thoughts, fears, and maybe there's just a lot going on around you also. So maybe finding a different space, possibly cleaning up your room to help you feel, more level-headed, or feel at least that like you're not so affected by your current environment, so you can think straight, so you can breathe, But we have the number 5, between worlds, new directions. And 5 represents challenge and change. So I'm going to read this card. Okay. I also think this turtle is a perfect representation for you, Taurus. Just because, Tauruses usually are slow to change, right? They usually don't like change. They like to stay in their comfort zone, because it feels nice, It feels comfortable. It feels good. Even if there's a lot of uncertainty, even if, things could be a lot better, it's in some ways they find safety in their home, in their shell. But I'm going to read number 5. I just need to find a little booklet. Okay. It says, the ancient soul of the sea turtle travels on many journeys throughout its physical life. The hard shell of the turtle is its home and protection. Across many religions and cultural groups, turtles can be viewed as good or bad omens. They are often visualized as the bridge between heaven and earth and the guiding spirit that supports the world and its people. Turtles are independent travelers, always pushing forward in new directions. The nature of the sea turtle encourages exploration and experimentation at a steady pace. Patience is needed now, as you encounter new opportunities that will directly affect your life decisions. While the turtle represents the patience of life and waiting for the right time, you are encouraged not to wait too long. Right now, you may be feeling energetically blocked, physically stagnating, or feeling stuck or in between decisions that could take you left or right, leaving you worrying if you will make the wrong decision. Everything comes in divine direction with the turtle totem. Try to avoid awaiting too long and seize opportunities if they present themselves while the current momentum is present. Being in the right place at the right time is essential for the turtle. Be patient but assertive. A new change in career path, living arrangements, and residential location are possible now. Your home is your sanctuary, Taurus. Ensure a physically clean and decluttered atmosphere for relaxation and wellness. Pay attention to where you direct or channel your personal energy, as you can be led down opposing paths. Travel and long journeys can be favorable now, including physical and spiritual quests. Go with the flow, enjoy the journey, and trust in the process of life. Ultimately, just like the sea turtle, you may need to surrender. Let your spirit wander and drift within the sea of life to find your direction. Shadow aspect, irresponsible actions, financial mismanagement. Okay. Affirmation here is, I trust in the flow of life. I am safe and protected in my soul's sacred journey. Okay, Taurus. That is my reading for you. I definitely feel also with this card coming out, talking about divine timing, with the Temperance card that we had earlier. Now my cards are cluttered. Maybe you have a really cluttered space, okay? My cards don't usually look like this in any of the readings that I have, mind you. So there is something here to be said about cleaning up the clutter. This could just be metaphorically, like cleaning up the clutter in your mind, because we have this card here, align to your universe, navigate distractions. Or it could be, within your own literal home, your space. But usually your home is a reflection of your mind, right? So it could be both. Okay. But yeah, there's something here about being impatient with the Temperance card as in the challenge position. Okay. So maybe you're impatient when it comes to your own transformation, wanting change now, wanting to be different now, wanting to be successful now, wanting to be out of the situation now. Now. And again, this is going to be something that takes time. Change is not going to happen overnight. We have the Death card in reverse, right? I do feel like this is a very deep soul transformation, okay? So it's going to take time. And also we have the Sun card here, which the Sun does represent your soul, right? So that is my reading for you, Taurus. If you find that you resonate with this reading and you want to watch this from the beginning, or if you want to check out possibly any other readings that I have posted on my YouTube channel, this will be posted at the latest tomorrow night. If you want to rewatch this from the beginning, and the best way to access, or the easiest way, in my opinion, to access my YouTube channel, for following me here live on TikTok, is to visit my Linktree page in my bio. And there should be a YouTube link that can direct you to my page. And I really encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment down below, to show, show love, support. And, I also would like to hear, your personal situations and your own perspective as well. All right, guys, I am going to go. I plan to come on tomorrow, but I can't promise that. I've just been really busy trying to catch up. But I hope you guys have a good night, and that I'll see you guys soon. All right, bye, guys.